Hello travelers, I'm Timothy French and we're in New Bern, North Carolina to continue on our quest to visit every town center in the state. So let's get started looking at these cows here made out of old scrap metal. There's the mama cow and there's the little baby calf right there. Yeah, that's cool how they make that stuff, and I see them in a lot of towns, and this one's in a little grass park where a building once stood, I guess. But this one is for sale. You can buy the pair for $7,250. So there you go, if you got the money. They got all kinds of artwork in this little grass park they got here. Yeah, building once stood here one time, I imagine. This looks like space or something right here. Gravitational wave. Well, let's go on around and see them all, I guess. That's the burning. $16,500. It's a little steep for my blood. I like the little whirligig thing they got up there, though. And that beautiful church in the background. Look at that. There's a couple more pieces there as we go. Some people walking around here. This place is busy this afternoon. Yeah, it's around 2:43. And we're going to walk through their town center and see what it looks like. This is Front Street we're walking toward, and I'm coming out here because I wanted to show you the old City Hall building right there. Got that wind vane on top, and there's Rev. If you're going out that way, you'll go down toward the water, the Neuse River there. I think there's a restaurant called the Persimmons Restaurant right on the water if you want to check that out when you're in town. They got a fire museum straight ahead. You can see the sign there showing you where everything's at. This is Middle Street. As far as I can tell, it's a beautiful town so far. Now, I will say, I came on in Broad Street here, and it is Broad Street, right? Yeah. And before you get into the nice part, you got to go through all the same olds and all that ugliness that's out there on them 4 lanes. Wish the whole town would look like this. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Uh-oh. Didn't realize it, but I just jaywalked. Or maybe I did. All right, well, George Badger, Secretary of the Navy, 1841, senator and a judge of the Superior Court, and the staunch nationalist birthplace was 80 yards south. Well, there you go. Cool little restaurant right here on the corner, and a whole bunch going on down through there, so we better get going. We better get going if we want to get through this thing. Strip wellness. They do all kinds of stuff. Laser hair removal, tattoo removal. A lot of people getting them tattoos took off these days. Got them when they were younger and not liking them too much as they get older. The Flying Fox. Have a cocktail. Sounds like a good idea. Here. Look for this sign. Free parking all day. That's what I'm talking about. You go in a lot of towns, you only got 2-hour parking. I guess that's what I got out there. It's free, but I didn't see no sign out there on that main road, so we'll be finished before 2 hours, though. You got the Bella Cafe right there. Little building they're using over there as an office. Photography studio. All these buildings are all full. I like the sidewalk too. Look, it's an unusual pattern. I don't think I've seen that in any other town. Gourmet food. Gourmet food. Homemade ice cream right here. About passed it up. That looks good. I like the sign for Bella's Cafe right there. Yeah, people in there eating gourmet popcorn, ice cream, and everything. Wow, look at this big bank building. One of the banks were big in town. They built beautiful buildings to show off. And I was looking, it's home of the Craven Arts Council and Gallery now. Yeah, tells you all about it right there. Little cicadas up in there, it sounds like. Look at the moss. That's what you get in a southern town. They're loud. I tell you what, I didn't think they were still out. I guess it's a different type of cicada, but we had them earlier this spring at my house, and they were everywhere. I got a little short of it. I was walking my dogs, and they were eating every one of them that fell on the road. It's good protein for animals, I guess. Yeah, that's a beautiful church over there. What else we got going on here? Crest Mall, living well. All kinds of stuff inside there. I think it's a little mall you can go into. Like that photograph right there. Okay. Yeah, a little mall inside here. That's that same store we saw outside, living well. So it's kind of cool to use this little place like this. It's like a barber shop, but it says ladies razor eye arching in there as well. Got a restaurant at the end and that photography studio. And I think that was the baby we looked at outside. So yeah, that's a barber, but they do it all. Hot towel, razor shaves, shoe shines. That's a good one right there, folks. Let's go back out to the sidewalk. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Community Arts Center right there. Some nice stuff in there. Seems like they're all about art in this town, and that's good. I don't think I've told you anything about the town so far, so I better do that. Go around this truck where that guy walks by. We're on Middleton and I don't see a sign. Looks like Pollock Street. Middleton and Pollock, I think that's how you say it. Renovation, so somebody's doing something with this building here, it looks like. That's good, New Bern. Little signs called Caleb Bradham, been in Brad's drink. You probably have had Brad's drink at one time or another. It's called Pepsi Cola today. And I think there's shops right over there across the street. We might come back this way, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, New Bern was founded by Swiss and German settlers. It was the first capital of North Carolina from 1770 to 1792. Cool buildings up this side too. Yeah, it was a port town back then. Port town now too, I guess. I like these old buildings. Let's go up this way a little bit just to see what they got. Got plenty of time to walk today. I got down here about an hour ago and got my camp spot, and then I just decided to come on down here and check the town out since I had some time. New Bern. Yeah, it was named after a town in Switzerland called Bern, and the town has bears all over it, little sculptured bears all over it, and the reason they have that is because in Switzerland, Bern means bear. Coming soon, Pollock Street. I guess I'm saying that right, Pollock. I guess it's maybe a theater now. Okay, it's a theater. Cool, I'm glad I walked down here and saw that. Glad I saw that. All right, the railroad tracks is right out there. I think that's Havelock. Well, we may get back there when we get to the next street over, because I'm trying places up that way, and I'm thinking about walking a couple blocks up that direction to see the outside of it anyway. If you guys want to go. What else to say about this place? Of course, Tryon Place and all the Revolutionary history, the governor and all that drama back then. Of course, you got Pepsi Cola here that Brad made, and the local pharmacy. drugstore. Now I heard this, right there it is in front of us, the birthplace of Pepsi-Cola. And that is the original spot, but not the original building, because they had a fire here and the building burnt down way back when. Yeah, that's it. I think we will come back this way. So we'll see it when we come back. No, there's nothing here but the church on the right. So let's cut over. Let's cut over. I'm not going to go in, but I'll let you see the outside. There's other people done videos of the inside if you want to check that out. Bradham's Pharmacy, the birthplace. They got a lot of old retro stuff in there, talking about Pepsi-Cola and how it started and all. You get their shirts and all that. Yeah, let's see what else they got. There he is right there. I guess that's Brad. I may have to edit out what that guy said, and I don't know why he said it. Y'all may have heard it. But you can see old stuff in there. Got a little bit of glare. There's people in there right now getting them a drink. You can go in there and get you that Pepsi-Cola. Hopefully they're making it with real sugar like they used to. Brad's Drink. Created right here, 1898. Building marks the site of the pharmacy. Now, he's buried in this town too. There's a cemetery nearby where he's buried, and people go by, leave a little Pepsi-Cola trinkets up there. Saw a guy that did a video about that. But that'd be an interesting place to visit while you're in town, especially if you like Pepsi. Got a bear here, a Bern. Welcome. That's pretty good. This is anchored in New Bern. Yeah, you can anchor your boat out there on the news for the Trent River. Come on in here and shop. Black Cat's got something going on. New Bern's family destination store. Pop music though, so we got to run by. Got to run by. Yeah, I can't use the music playing at these stores because it's copyrighted, and I have to blur it out and try to overlay it so I don't get it on there, or they'll give me a strike. I don't want that. There's that church. Beautiful. Like I said, it's about 3. A lot of people down here. Lula. Got a little store here for you. Got some stuff outside. Got a summer sale going on. 40%, 60% off. There's some of our products in the window there. Right beside Juliet's Gifts, Accessories, and Apparel. Trying to look here. Give you a look what's upstairs. So they got a little place to sit outside, and I think you can rent some of these places above these stores. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can, so that's cool. If you can, that'd be a nice little place to have right there. Right over Juliet's and Lula's. There's a bridal store over there. That's a big one. Some kind of park beside the church. Got O-Marks. What is O-Marks? I don't know, the postal service is over there. I don't know which way to go. There's so much to look at. Bear Plaza, or if you're in Switzerland, Bern Plaza. Oh, here's a bear. I think I saw this on other videos. You guys may have too if you looked at some on the YouTube there. That's a big one. It's almost a Bigfoot one. Yeah. He could be my thumbnail. He could be. This guy over here, he's not getting as much attention. He's kind of sad about that, I think. So you can park back there and walk through right here, it looks like, and you can get you some fudge and ice cream over there. Bear City Fudge and Ice Cream. So that's cool. Little off the block store there. So I'm wanting to, I don't think I'm going to be able to do both sides. So I'm trying to see. Looks like the post office is in there and you can walk in. Alder style looks like maybe over there as well. Baker's Kitchen. Sipping shops right here. Well, I guess it's not open right now. It will be later. The Surfing Pig. What is this? It's like a little activewear store maybe. Got some sunglasses and some shoes outside. There it is. Surf, Wind, and Fire. Okay, it's all, okay. It says surf and shop. I don't know if these two places are connected or not. Right here at One World Shop, life is good. The brewing craft beer right there. Some more people with this one beside it. Something house. People's out there getting some drinking on. This side needs a little more work over here, but they got Blue Magnolia over there. The one they're working on. I like those church bells. The Salon on Middle. Pinky's. Seems like I've seen another store called Pinky's before, so I don't know if they're a chain or not. Y'all let me know. A raw bar right here. All kinds of places to eat, obviously. If you look back toward where those people were. Got these beautiful trees all up and down through here. Look at that. You guys know when you've been with me as we walk through towns without trees, I always like to comment. I always make the comment that they should add some trees, and as you can see, this is why. Snapdragon's right there, way cool toys. Silver lines over there. Say goodbye to summer with something shiny. Yeah, get you some jewelry. Let's see what this is over here. Kind of crowded on that side. What is that? Beartown Market. I don't know if they had a trolley system in town at one time or not, maybe. So I'm not wanting to swing you around too much. I'm trying not to, but I want you to get a good look just so you can keep your bearings with me. This is all Middle Street we've been walking down. There's Captain Ratty's. Like that name. Wells Fargo's the building on our right. Coming up on South Front now. I'm assuming Captain Ratty's is a restaurant to me. It opens up at night. Because it does not look open right now. Got plenty of signage, plenty of parking signs. It says Chamber of Commerce is down there, Visitor Center, the Convention Center's down there, Union Park's down there, and a lot of stuff to the left. And if you walk, you can almost see the water right there. We may come back. You can see the water over that way too. I believe the Trent River's over that way. Well, let's walk up to Trine Place. What the heck? What the heck? We're on the other side of the road now, and if you ever wanted to know where the farmer's market is, there you go, South Front. Here's one of those bears I was talking about. Here's one of them Berns I was talking about. Harvest Bear, sponsored by New Bern, Craven County Farmers Market. Yeah, I guess all the doors open up and the local farmers come in with all their goods, so that's awesome. And they got these little maps as well right there. I noticed that when I was coming in, they got a unusual railroad line because it comes right down through the middle of the street like a trolley, but I'm pretty sure it's just like a regular train. I don't know how often come down through here, but that would be interesting to see if it is a full-size train. You guys will have to let me know. I'm trying to see the street name. Let's see, man. Sometimes you'll see a street name, sometimes you won't. So we just turned off a South Front Street. We're on Metcalf. I think it's Metcalf or something like that. I just kind of wanted to show you some of these houses as we walked along, how beautiful they are. Old historic houses here, these beautiful trees on the sidewalk. And of course, the governor's mansion's over there behind that fence. This is it right here. Beautiful building down there. You got to have a ticket if you go beyond this point. And I think they have time tours and all. Looks like it's over for today. As far as I can tell, there's nobody out here waiting to go in. Please purchase tickets at the way station on the corner of Pollock and George Streets. And the way station is here. So I guess that's it right there. Yeah, tickets. So there's where you get the tickets to go in if you want to. There's some kind of historic sign down there. Let's go see it. Getting pulled too far out of town here, but I want to look. You know me. Okay, Washington Southern Tour. Yeah, he came through all these towns back in the day, all over the place, and traveled about everywhere, I think. And a lot of the towns we have visited, talked about him coming by. So if you want to know, this is George Street, and there's where you get your tickets. And they got another historic sign up there. This place is full of history. It's somebody's house. Let's look at it. Now, you can look at any of these houses, though. Wow. Looks like they got a Civil Wars thing going on up here, too. And they had the Revolutionary War down here, and of course they had Civil War. Sister Mary Grant right there talks about that. We're not going to get into the history stuff there because we're mainly here. Well, the reason we're here is to showcase the town center. But if you're into history, you'll definitely want to come to New Bern. Check out all these houses. I don't know how much it costs to live in one, but it'd be nice. Trolley tours. You can get a professional trolley tour down here at certain times, I guess. Tour times in March. Monday through Saturday, 11 to 2 p.m. I was getting ready to say, I haven't seen any, because normally when there's a trolley tour, they're going around in a circle. Well, the reason I have not seen any is because it's after 2 o'clock. And I imagine the crowds are dying down because of it. This is the commission's house right here. But yeah, this is about 2.5 blocks from, what do we say, that's Middle Street. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Yeah, Middle Street, 2.5 blocks from Middle Street. That's where we're headed back to, if you want to walk up here and check this out. We're coming back up on Middle Street now. There's the Pepsi Cola place again. Down there's where we started. Down there at the Gourmet ice cream place. There's the way we went. We went up here to the right and cut back and went to the Tryon Palace or house, whatever they call it. Yeah. So we're back where old Brad made his drink. I think we're gonna go down to Craven Street. I think that's the name of the next street. Here's that church. I want to get another good shot of that. And it's 3:30, and I think that clock's 3:20 something. I think that clock is right. What's going around? A lot of people down through here. You can see the water straight ahead. Let's look at this church. Looks like they have outdoor services at some point. Look at that. Look at that. Here's a shot of the Baxter's over there. Craft cocktails, whatever that means. They've done a good job with their alleyways there. So they got a fountain in that one. Carolina Creations Galleries over there. They got fine art. About to swing y'all too fast, but I wanted to get a shot before I walked off. That's nice. That's nice. That might be my thumbnail right there. Take some different levels. I kind of like to get the top in sometimes, but it's too high. Let's back up some. Maybe we got something that'll work. Somebody got their baby with them over there, just walking on the street, having a good time. Got this park inside the church fence, and from what I hear, so they allow the public to come in there with their kids, like this little kid is doing here, and his family. That's Poppy's right there. Poppys. I don't know what Poppy's does, but there's a furniture store right beside it. Home and office. Getting a little less touristy down on this end. Rivertown Ballroom, if you want to know how to dance. There's another bear. There's their signs, historic New Bern. A flag. This is a City Hall. Okay. I thought City Hall was out there where we started. I'm confused. Well, I figured it out. That building where we started was the courthouse. This is the City Hall with a bear on top, sticking its tongue out and growling, and another bear with his butt pointed toward me. Anyway, let's keep going. Got this fella right here that started it all, apparently. There he is. Get a good picture of him. Bern Christopher de Graffenreid. Y'all let me know. You know how I am with those words. Founder of New Bern, North Carolina. September 11th, 1710. Landgrave of Carolina, Baron of Bernburg, Lord of Warb, something else, Governor of something, Knight of the Purple Ribbon, member of the Order of Sunshine, Master of Arts, Doctor of Law, and honorary citizen of London. He was born in 1661 in Bern, Switzerland, 101 years before I was born. No, I'm not that old. A few hundred years, 16, 17, 18. Oh, Lordy. He was born before me. 1961. 300 years, I reckon. This is their municipal parking right here, and I guess we've come to the end of what's on Craven, so I kind of want to go down there to the park. I'm not sure if I can park more than 2 hours. So let's go find Rev and drive down there. We're back on Broad Street now. There's the sign, residential district ahead, historic district ahead. I guess there's more historic district homes up there because we're in a historic district right now. Fireman Museum to the left, Riverwalk to the right, and there's the courthouse we talked about that I thought was City Hall. There's Rev up there. I was going to get in on Rev and drive down to the water, but I can see the water and I just don't see no need in it. And I don't see any sign out here that says you only have 2 hours to park. So hopefully that's the way it is. A law firm here on the right, another bear. Looks like a judge bear. Judge Bear. Called that one, didn't I? Just wanted to come out here and let you see a neighborhood that's close to the water. Look at that beautiful water. Look at that. Historic district over there. I guess it's where a lot of the original people lived at one time, I guess. Yeah, the town was formed along this water. So boats could come in, just like those over there. Yeah, Hurricane Aaron passed through last night and today and didn't cause any problems at all. Went on out to the ocean, so that's good. Because this area can flood during hurricane season when one comes in big enough and close enough. So that's something you need to think about if you want to move out here. You can see boats all up and down through there. That's nice. Got a little pier there you can go out on. Go back that way to Trent's over there, and if you follow the Trent River, you go back up to Tryon Palace that we were at earlier. So it's a beautiful town. I hope you enjoyed it. The whole purpose of doing these videos is to get you interested in coming to these beautiful North Carolina town centers and helping them out. Some of them need help. New Bern's doing fine, but some of them need to get people to come in them again and revitalize them and start businesses there and open up some local mom and pops. All we got left around a lot of towns is the same old, big private equity companies bought up all the restaurants, and that's why they look the same all over the place. I heard Cracker Barrel just did some kind of crazy rebranding. But anyway, I kind of like Cracker Barrel because they let you park there free, but I don't know what they're doing now. They changed the Cracker Barrel sign for some reason and left out the old guy sitting by the barrel playing checkers. And the sign basically looked the same without all that. So I don't know if I owned stock in that company or I was invested in that company in some way or another, I'd be pissed. You spend all that money to change a sign that looks bland and it really don't look much different than the other one. That was a waste of money. How much did they spend on that rebranding? I don't get it. You know me, I like the mom and pop independent businesses. I hope more people start shopping there because you get what you pay for. If all your shopping's out there on the bypasses and exits, that's the kind of stores you have. And if your shopping's in these beautiful little towns at these local businesses, you'll have that kind of shopping. Hopefully you can have both, but if it was me, and I could only have one or the other, I'd rather have the local businesses. Well, I guess I ended this one on a little soapbox. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed walking with me today. If you did, I appreciate it. If you like, subscribe, and share. Y'all take care.